The US VISA Bulletin for November 2024 has just been released, and it's packed with critical insights for those looking to move to the US or adjust their status in the coming year. If you're eyeing that visa or planning a green card application, now's the time to get informed. The 2024 trends in US immigration are shifting, and knowing how to navigate them could make all the difference in your future. Let's break it down, starting with the employment-based visas. These are the ones many professionals are keeping an eye on. This category is crucial for those hoping to work in the US long-term, and it's not just about filling out forms, it's about understanding the trends. This year, the visa backlog is still significant, especially for countries like India and China, where wait times for EB2 and EB3 categories are continuing to be long. For those in the EB3 category, especially Indian nationals, the wait can still be up to several years before receiving an approval notice. This means that if you're in the EB3 pool, patience will be key. But there's also some good news. If you're in the EB2 category, there may be more hope this year. The priority date for EB2 India has advanced more quickly compared to previous years. This could provide relief for those who've been waiting for years to move forward. Now, what's really interesting is the shift in the EB5 category. With the increasing demand for investors and their families to apply for the US green card through investment, this category has seen a slight movement forward. It's one of the few categories where we're seeing some positive progress. If you've got the capital to invest and are looking for a way to jump the queue, the EB5 program might be something you want to keep an eye on. But remember, it's not just about the money. It's also about timing, strategy, and making sure you're investing in the right areas. Speaking of timing, let's talk about the diversity visa lottery, which is always a hot topic, especially with the opening of registration for fiscal year 2026. The diversity visa lottery, or green card lottery, is a program designed to provide immigrants from countries with low immigration rates to the US a chance at a green card. For 2024, this program is still very much alive and kicking. But don't get too comfortable just because you've registered. It's important to remember that the odds are still stacked against you. The US government only issues about 55,000 diversity visas each year, and millions of people enter the lottery. While it's an option, relying on the lottery alone to get your US green card is not something you want to bet your future on. There have been more regulations put in place to ensure that workers are earning a fair wage, and companies are being asked to prove they're not just using the H-1B program to undercut US workers. On top of all that, there's the ongoing conversation around the US government's push to simplify the immigration process. While this sounds promising, we haven't seen substantial changes just yet. However, there are discussions about potentially removing some of the older regulations that have been barriers for immigrants in the past. The introduction of new technologies and a digital-first approach could be a game changer in making the application process smoother for everyone. But we'll have to wait and see if these plans become a reality in 2024. Another thing to keep an eye on: visa extensions. If you're already in the US on a temporary visa, like an F1 student visa, there are new rules and timelines regarding visa extensions and changes in status. For example, the grace periods for transitioning from an F1 to an H-1B or to another status may be changing. It's essential to stay on top of these new rules, as failing to do so could result in unwanted complications. But the good news is, with a little research and strategic planning, 2024 could be the year you make your move to the US. While the process can be slow and filled with paperwork, it's still one of the most straightforward paths to securing your future in the land of opportunities. If you're thinking about applying for a visa or changing your status, the key takeaway here is plan ahead, keep track of the bulletin updates, and don't hesitate to seek expert advice. Well, folks, there you have it. The US VISA Bulletin for November 2024 is packed with crucial insights for anyone looking to move to the United States. Whether you're applying for a family-based visa, eyeing an H-1B, or hoping for the diversity visa lottery, staying informed and planning ahead is your best strategy for success. As always, If you have any questions or need help navigating these changes, feel free to drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep the visa conversation going. Let's hope 2024 is the year you finally get that dream visa. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your application.